Hi, I'm Pastor Judy, and I'm so glad you joined me today to feed body and soul. It's just wonderful to have you here with me. I know you could tune in to any station, and I'm glad that you decided to be with me today. We're going to do a southwestern bean dip, and then these are going to be appetizers, and then we're going to do a tomato avocado toast. And so let's just get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make guacamole. I'll tell you, the avocado today were wonderful at the store. I couldn't have ordered them any better. They're just the right softness, and we're just tickled to have them. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do this because we're going to use the guacamole for both dishes. So I'm going to get this made ahead of time. Alrighty. And guacamole, I just do avocado and then some sour cream. And the sour cream keeps it from turning dark, and just a wonderful dish. So let's go ahead and we'll get this. Just so you know, go ahead and pull up our webpage, and it's almv.us, and you can get all of these recipes. You can see what's going on, where the program is coming from, and we'd love to have you tune in that way. Remember, almv.us. So let's get our guacamole. I'm going to cut this up a little bit, and then it'll be easier to get it all smashed. Remember our scripture, not only are we going to feed our body, but we're going to feed our soul as well. And so we need to make sure that we take the word and put it into our heart. And our scripture today is in Ephesians 6:10, and it is, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might." You know, there's not a one of us that does not need the Lord to give us extra strength and extra power. So let's go ahead and keep this going. We get this all made, then it's ready for both dishes. Remember, you just take your knife and tap that seed in there, and it comes right off. Okay. I don't know. I always tell people, either you love guacamole or you don't. There's no happy medium. If you love it, you love it, and if you don't, no matter what you do to it, you don't want it. So remember, this is a southwestern bean dip that we're going to be doing, but I'm going to get the guacamole for both dishes. So we're so glad to have you here today, and you know, we are on the internet. And please go and watch. You can pull up all the shows that we've done. We've done many, many shows. And if you want to take and see what we've done, you can pull up every recipe that we have done. You can pull it up, watch it. It'll be just like how we do today. And you can watch it in full length. So, all right. I hope you enjoy what we're doing here, because I'll tell you, we love doing it. When I'm getting ready to do a program, I'm up in the middle of the night writing down recipes, trying to think of something that you would like, and also the fact, I put them in the wrong bowl. Can't hardly smash those up. Here we go. We want things to be easy for you and not to be expensive. When I went to do this recipe, I found avocados on sale, because you know they can be very, very expensive, but these were very reasonable, and we're going to make it pay for itself, because we're going to do 2 appetizers. You could have company over, say you're going to play games. Just know, you know, I love to play Scrabble, and this is something you can pick up with your hand while you're doing something else, and I think this here might be enough. I'm going to go ahead and start smashing these up. Let me put these in my trash bowl. Let me rinse my hands just a little bit. I'll tell you, there's nothing like a good soft avocado. We'll go ahead and get these smashed up. And I'll tell you, a fork is about the best way, you know, to do it. I like it a little chunky. And then we're going to add a little bit of sour cream, so that'll make it even more. If you like it really, really smooth, and not have the chunks in it, then go ahead and put it in a food processor. And then it'll really get down. But here I like it to be just a little bit chunky. That way you really get the flavor. And if you've watched me cook very often, you know I hardly ever cook without garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of garlic salt into this with the sour cream. Ooh, these smell wonderful. Let me go ahead and get a little bit of garlic. You know, there's nothing like the smell of garlic. It'll make a man run into the house for a meal like you can't believe. So I would say at least a teaspoon of garlic. You can add a little more later if you want. Can't take it out once you get it in. So let's go ahead and add our sour cream. And the sour cream, we're just going to do about 2 tablespoons. 1, 2 heaping tablespoons. I could just take a big old spoon and just eat it right out of the bowl. Now I'm getting this ready because it's going to go into 2 dishes, but by getting this all done up ahead of time and with the sour cream in it, it's not going to turn dark. And this is 3 avocados and 2 tablespoons of sour cream and at least about a teaspoon of garlic salt. As I said, I'm going to keep this a little bit chunky. You could smell this garlic. It's wonderful. We do shows all the time trying to figure out something that your family will be able to be, for you to make them economically. I'll tell you, some of the shows I watch, I think, where in the world do they get the items? A household normally does not have those items, those ingredients, so we really try to make it where you can have access to do it. So anyway, this is. All right, I'm just going to set this aside, and then we're going to make our first dish. This is the Southwestern bean dip, and all you do is you take a 16-ounce can of refried beans, and we're going to mix some salsa in it, just to have the beans by themselves, and then they're going to have them room temperature. Make sure that they are room temperature so they're easy to spread and to be able to get what you need. Get another spoon. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to add the salsa to it. That's just going to give it an extra flavor that you wouldn't normally get just in the beans. Okay. For this size dish, it's going to be about a half a can. So you might want to just pick up an 8-ounce can. If I was going to make a large casserole, then I would go ahead and put all of it in. So this is about 8 ounces of the bean dip. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the salsa. You can use any kind of salsa. If you like it really spicy, this is going to be about 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of the salsa. See, again, this is going to give a flavor. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic salt in this as well, so you don't have just a bland flavor of the beans. I think they ought to make perfume that smells like garlic. I bet people would be married. Just 1, 2, 3. A teaspoon again of the garlic. Because see, if you build the flavors and not just try to do the top, then you're building the flavors right in. So let's go ahead. We're going to put this in here. And this just goes in a regular dish. You don't have to spray it or anything like that because we're not going to bake it. Okay, we're going to spread this out. So let's get this all. So you just go ahead and just make a layer because we're going to use this as a dip. So we'll put our chips down in through here. So you want it thin enough to where you can get all the way down to the bottom. Okay. Okay, then the next thing that you do, silly fly. Next thing that you do, you're going to add your guacamole. And we're just going to make a layer. See, remember we put the garlic in this as well, so this is all going to be flavored. And it's a little chunky. So then that way we've got the chunks of the avocado. Okay. Because you don't want it real thick because you want to be able to have your chip have every bit of the flavor in it. So here is the guacamole. Okay. And then the next thing we're going to do, let me check my recipe. So we're going to do sour cream, mayo, and taco seasoning. So sour cream, and that's going to be a half a cup. Let me find my little bowl. Okay, so there's the sour cream. Remember our scripture for today is in Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Not in your might, but in his might. Then we're going to take some taco seasoning, and this can be any brand. It's just going to be probably around 2 teaspoons. You just want enough flavor to get the taco. So there's 1, 2. Okay, so 2 teaspoons of the taco sauce. This is going to really season. And then we're going to put some mayo, about a half a cup of mayo. And I love Miracle Whip. If you want just plain mayo, then you go right ahead and do plain mayo. But I like the tang. So this is going to be about a half a cup. Going to go ahead and stir this all in. And I'm going to add just a touch of the garlic salt. Again, so we can have each thing flavored, each layer. Just a couple of sprinkles. Okay, so that's going to be our sauce. It's going to be spread over the guacamole. And you know, while I finish this up, I'm going to go ahead and take a little break. And so you just go ahead and wait for me. I'll be right back.
The Camelot, a magnificent place locals describe as a castle. Located in the beautiful San Jacinto Valley, holiday retirement. Experience living like royalty as a resident at the Camelot with independent retirement living. Enrich your life with a warm, inviting sense of community and nothing to worry about but deciding among a full calendar of social activities, outings, and special events to participate in. Or you just might want to sit back and join in on a weekly fireside chat with friends and staff. Enjoy delicious and nutritious food as a chef prepares 3 meals a day for you. Whether you want a studio, 1 or 2 bedroom suite, they all come with a kitchenette and a refrigerator, individually controlled heating and air conditioning with each suite, along with weekly housekeeping and linen services. As you experience the beautiful interior with 6 atriums throughout the building, come and enjoy the unique grounds of the Camelot. Independent retirement living and pet-friendly, one of over 300 holiday retirement communities across North America. If you are that independent retiree and ready to simplify your life, we invite you to discover all that holiday retirement has to offer at the Camelot.
Welcome back. I'm so glad that you're still with me, and I'm just going to finish up this taco dip, and I have my baguettes in the broiler, and I just cut those just about 1/8 of an inch because you want them to be crunchy. So I've already got those. I buttered them, and I have them in the toaster oven. They're lovely. Let me take them out so they can cool a little because I don't want to put them on the look at that. Are those, ooh, and smell the garlic. Now remember, gotta have garlic. Don't forget it. And I love the whole garlic as well. Not just the garlic salt, but I like the whole garlic. But this is easier just to use the garlic salt on this. So I just buttered this lightly, put a little garlic salt on it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just finish my dip. So in the dip, I'm gonna put, I have the refried beans, and I have the sour cream and the taco mix, and that's all mixed together. Now I'm going to add green onion. This is going to be wonderful to dip down in and to get your taco chip all full of this. Wonderful. And I love onion. So if you want to kiss me later, I'll just give you some onion to eat, okay? Then we'll be on the same plane. All righty. There we are. Now I'm going to put tomatoes, and you can use regular tomatoes. I just happen to have the cherry tomatoes because I am going to put these on the toast as well. But we'll go ahead and get these on. Look how nice and colorful this is. Just looks festive. So let's go ahead and we'll get this. All righty. Just think about nice crispy taco shell. Then I'm going to put black olives. You can also put green olives if you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and just put the black olives. And this is all layered when you dip down in it. You could add lettuce to the top of this if you wanted to. If you wanted to really resemble a taco. I didn't really want the lettuce on it, but you could go ahead and do fine chopped lettuce, and it would really be a taco concept. So anyway, get these all on here. Okay. And then I'm going to end it with some cheese. You can use any kind. This happens to be Colby and Monterey Jack cheese. I got the very fine. See how fine that is? Because I don't want it to be big clumps of cheese. And just take that and put it all over the top. If you want to come over later and have some, come on over. My husband always says, you know, you can call my house anytime. My wife would love to talk to you. And that's exactly, we've been married 50 years. Can you believe that? Oh, and I haven't run away yet. I still like him, but don't spread that rumor, okay? I still like him. 50 years we will be married in November of this year. Let's go ahead and we'll get this. Now you don't bake this. It's a cold dip, okay? And you're going to get all the different layers and flavors when you dip down in there. See, you don't want it to be too thick because when you dip your chip in there, you want to be able to get all the way down to the bottom and still get everything in it. If it's way up here, then you're not going to be able to get your chip down in there. So, oh, this weighs, my goodness. Here, I'll do a few exercises while I'm here. There you go. So there is the Southwestern dip. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do, this is called an avocado tomato toast. And that's exactly what it is. So let's go ahead. We're going to put our avocado. Remember, we made this up and when we did the other. So if you're going to do both of these, then go ahead and do your guacamole all at the same time. Because this is just a little appetizer, little finger food. Okay, let me put this over here and make you take my plate. You'll be able to hear this crunch. That good crispy toast. You could take these if you wanted to, if you didn't want to start the broiler, and you could pop these in the toaster. Just any way to get them crunchy. Remember, these are avocado and tomato toast. I could eat this right now. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Remember, you can go to our webpage, almv.us, and pull up our web, and it'll give you all the information that there is about us and all the recipes, everything that we are doing, it'll be on there. We enjoy doing this. And you know, it's wonderful when you're doing something that you really love to do. It's not a chore, it's a wonderful, wonderful time to be together. All righty, now we're just going to take some tomatoes. And I like the little cherry tomatoes because they end up with a rind around them. Okay, you're just going to take these and slice them. See how quick you could do this up? You have company coming over, and you think, oh, what am I going to do? And this would be something to whip up and have within just a matter of short period of time. That dip, like I said, will go. A man would love that. So you kind of, and a lady would too, but you've got it for everybody. And these cherry tomatoes are wonderful. Okay. So we'll get these all lined up. And the tomatoes are so nice right now. They're nice and ripe. Remember our scripture? It's in Ephesians 6:10. And it is, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. So we need to realize that we don't have to live this life all by ourselves. We have someone that loves us and wants to be with us, and he will give us what we need in order to get through the day. You know, sometimes we just need to get through the day. I've been there many, many times. So just know the power of his might. Okay, just a couple of more tomatoes. Don't those look nice, bright and festive? Stick these back in here. Remember, you just take, this is a little hard baguette, and you do need to get the hard bread, the very firm bread, not a French bread, because you need it to stand up and you need it to be like toast. So just get the little, this was very reasonable. I didn't have to buy a great big loaf, so this way I can use it all and put that in the broiler. Let me get out my, as soon as I find, what am I going to get out? My garlic. Okay, I have you trained. I heard everybody say garlic, that's what she's going to do. Let me pull this baby right over here. Just a touch. Like I said, they need to make perfume. All right, and you could also take, if you like, you could also take avocado and just slice it and lay it on there. Instead of making a guacamole out of it, you can just take it and slice it, and then that way it's more of a chunky, has more of a avocado look to it, where this has the guacamole. And but anyway, this is something that we can do and end up, our kids, you know, when they come home from school, so many times they want ice cream or cookies, something like that. But you could whip this up ahead of time, stick it in the refrigerator, and when they come home, I'm telling you, they will love to have that. I can guarantee you. Then we're going to take some nice chips, because this is going to be what we're going to dip with. Okay. Oh, these smell wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and put these out. Okay. So right here is something that will, I hope, be wonderful for your family, to be able to have it either for an evening, you have somebody over, have them, you know, play cards or Scrabble. We love to play Scrabble. And so this is something you could just put on the table, have your dip, have your chips, have these little toaster things. You can keep right on playing. You don't have to stop what you're doing. So remember, again, our webpage is almv.us, and pull that up, see what we're doing, see what's going on. You can scroll down and look at all of the menus that we have done. You want to watch a program, you just click it on and all the things are there that you need to have. So I really encourage you that as we take this and use it for the benefit of our families having a good time, that it's something that I know you will be pleased to have. So in doing this and reviewing our scripture and our time together, I hope that you have had your body and your soul be nourished, because that's exactly why we come, to be able to do that. So finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Ephesians 6:10. And I am so glad that I've been here with you. See you next time.
Thank you for joining Pastor Judy Stett. If you'd like to drop her a line, send it to Food for Body and Soul, P.O. Box 5310, Hemet, California 92544. Don't forget to visit our website, almv.us, or abundantlifeministriesofthevalley.com. The Camelot, a magnificent place locals describe as a castle. Located in the beautiful San Jacinto Valley, holiday retirement. Experience living like royalty as a resident at the Camelot with independent retirement living. Enrich your life with a warm, inviting sense of community and nothing to worry about but deciding among a full calendar of social activities, outings, and special events to participate in. Or you just might want to sit back and join in on a weekly fireside chat with friends and staff. Enjoy delicious and nutritious food as a chef prepares 3 meals a day for you. Whether you want a studio, 1 or 2 bedroom suite, they all come with a kitchenette and a refrigerator. Individually controlled heating and air conditioning with each suite, along with weekly housekeeping and linen services. As you experience the beautiful interior with 6 atriums throughout the building, come and enjoy the unique grounds of the Camelot. Independent retirement living and pet-friendly, one of over 300 holiday retirement communities across North America. If you are that independent retiree and ready to simplify your life, we invite you to discover all that holiday retirement has to offer at the Camelot.
Hi, Mrs. Clark. Welcome to Station 4.
Who has an escape plan for their home in case of a fire? Everybody needs to know how to get out of their home in an emergency. Make sure you know 2 ways to get out of each room, and be sure you have a place outside where you can meet your family after getting out. Thanks for coming.
Your Hemet firefighters want to remind you, don't get caught with no way out.